Okay, hi there boys and girls, and welcome to the channel. I'm Vibes177 Gaming. I'll be covering tip-top EU Open Scrims Lobby A for this evening. Our first map is Erringle. A few technical issues actually today, as most of you are probably aware. Discord went down for about an hour or so earlier, which has caused us a few issues this evening. Normally joined by a co-commentator for these streams. Unfortunately, we couldn't get in. Going to try and fix that as we go on through the evening. But, always good fun with the technical problems. Okay, here we are. We're going to follow down the guys from 963. Let's have a look at our flight line. So nice south to north flight line going mill base up to 70. So certainly expect to see some fast drops down to mill base. Potentially somebody may try to get across the Novo crates. Pachinki in range, School in range, Rojok certainly in range. So it'd be interesting to see what kind of flight distribution we get. And looks like our guys from 963 already out the plane. They're certainly going, looks like along the back edge of mill base. May well be looking to follow the road, grab a vehicle, hit Novo crates. We'll see. A lot of early jumpers, actually. A lot of early jumpers on this flight line. So, yeah, these guys have hit the back of mill base. So, looking to probably get a couple of guns very quickly. And, yeah, very interesting distribution. Yeah, as I said, a lot of early jumpers, so it's going to be interesting to see where our first zone ends up. I'm going to jump straight away with the guys from GK. Ooh, there we go. Bit of a game glitch there. Thank you very much for giving me a heart attack. Okay, they've got they're pretty close to the chaps from B4V, who are 3 at this moment in time. So GK already having the advantage should one of these teams decide to push. They've got a little bit of separating. Everybody quite content to loot up for the time being. There's our overview. These guys starting to exchange some rounds now. And looks like 2 of the guys from B4V looking to exploit these 2 buildings on the right-hand side. The guys from GK spreading themselves out throughout the southern end of the town here. Potentially just looting up. Looks like Manish taking an overview on the roof there. Let's have a look at Abbey here. Certainly where they've got people around there that have seen the shoots upon going down. So nobody looking to push too aggressively at this point. What we got for Abbey here? We've got an Uzi and a DBS. Can be absolutely lethal early stages of the game with the DBS. I know a lot of people are starting to run it in slot number 2 actually for considerable parts of the game. Especially in the up close and personal fights, can be very, very lethal weapon. So we'll just have to see how this one goes for a bit. We might just check our disposition on the map for a few moments. See where we are. So there's our circle. So the guys who jumped early down to mill base and then across to Novo crates, they will have to rotate to the north. Looks like we've got plenty of people. Plenty of people around the farm and Milter area. So there is a potential gatekeep on the northern end of that bridge off Millbase Island. Everybody else actually pretty spread out. We've got a little bit of action now. It looks like these guys have started to find each other. Nobody knocked yet. So the guys from B4V have come together in the squad house there. Let's have a look at what Hailu's looking at. I have to say that I know there have been a couple of early pieces of action, but pretty isolated. Nothing too far. Nothing at the moment. Nobody seems to want to push too aggressively at this early stage of the game. Let's have a check out of our fellows at 19. Looks like they may well be getting into contact with some of the guys from squad number 10. Ugh, God almighty. Oh, the joys of game freeze. There we go. The joys of game freeze. Always going to be the way. On the larger maps, I've noticed it tends to get worse. Early stages of the game when you've got quite a few people still left alive. Okay, let's have a look. Looks like CK, squad number 10, already lost 2 of his teammates and potentially looking to rotate out of this one. So these guys, are the chaps from squad 19. Are they going to give chase? No, it looks like these guys might be making a successful rotation away. Nice to see the chat nice and active. So a fairly quiet start to the game so far. Well, now you can see that there's a little bit of a split going on with the guys from squad number 11. They're potentially making their way across the bridge. Let's see if our friends from squad number 19 are looking to gatekeep this one. No. It doesn't look like it, so doesn't look like we're going to get anybody attempting a bridge camp or attempting an ambush on the bridge there. So very quiet early stage of the game. Still very early, of course, phase number 1. We've got some teams up north in Severdi. A couple of guys still down on the Millbase Island. And let's check out how Cloud is doing here. So, putting some rounds in. Jumping in the vehicle. So are these guys looking to consolidate this position, or are they going for a hard push into the opposition? No, it looks like they're moving away. They're drawing some fire doing it, however. Oh. Oh, it looks like these guys are simply looking to rotate. Okay, let's have a look at the guys from squad number 22. These guys are around the school apartment area. Squad number 21 not too far away. That's the guys from GC. No, most teams are playing this fairly quiet so far. BR looking to rotate in from the southwest. That should make it nicely into the compound here, edge of circle. But yeah, very, very quiet. Very, very quiet early stage of the game. So having a quick look at one of the chaps from squad number 11 there. Intend to keep this a bit of a sniper fight at the minute though. Okay, let's have a check out on how our guys from team number 13 are getting into it. Now we're getting a little bit of gunfighting. So they're getting into it with squad number 12 from BB. Taking a bit of damage there, but managing to put a bit out. One of his teammates has in fact been knocked. However, they're getting the res on okay. So BB, squad number 12, bad boys. They've got the high ground here. And yeah, beautiful knock there. Absolutely beautiful knock from B2 Knight there. So we've got the squad, we've got a member of squad number 19, not too far away, 12 getting involved in this, 11 potentially looking to third party this also, so there's plenty of teams around here. Clay quite happy to remain a little bit quiet at the moment, just keeping his head down. And the guys hitting the deck. Vehicle there blown. Guys from 13 here certainly have a good overview, but yeah, beautiful knock with the DP28 there. Well done, Spectre. However, probably went a little bit too far going for the thirst as well, so that is that's him been taken out. Two of his teammates are already down, so Aero is in fact the only member of this team still up and fighting. And taking some damage from the nade coming in, so they've certainly got his location. And you have to say this would probably be a good opportunity for the boys from number 13 Avengers to potentially see if they can take Aero out of the game here. They're not looking to push it too aggressively though. This is quieting down a little bit. Had a bit of a three-way fight going on, but everybody seems to be consolidating somewhat. And looks like some of the guys from squad number 13 now coming under effective fire. Now Nabi should be able to get the resuscitation on his teammate. And why so easy? Finding it a little bit difficult at the minute. And looks like the guys from 12 looking to dominate this ground and potentially hit a flank here. Why so easy looking to smoke out his position. And you have to say 12 positioning themselves, but Valentine got himself a little bit too exposed there, so why so easy making short work of that one. He's taking some rounds now though and has in fact been knocked. And done 9. See that he's got players in front of him, players behind him. He's the only member of his team still up and running, but he's not going out with the fight. But Crazy does the business there, and that's the squad wipe. Oh, well done, the guys from 12. Good movement. So let's have a look at our situation on the map. We are in phase 2 of the game. Hard shift to the north of Rojok. The river area is still going to be in play. Let's check out the chaps from squad number 18, not too far away from 14. That's Insanity. 18, BR. And there's a drop not too far from here. They've already hit it. Another one not too far away also. So yeah, it's odd that, isn't it, sometimes on air angle you seem they sometimes they just seem to want to drop in exactly the same place. That's our friend Sengwi. He's putting in some tap fire. He's obviously hit one of these crates, Mark 14. So we're down to 47 players left alive. 14 teams still contesting the match. Phase 3 of the game. Here we are with the guys from Big, squad number 24. They've got themselves a little bit caught between two different teams here. And we're here with the guys from Marine, and Pro is certainly putting the hurt on the guys from squad number 20 there. That's Sayonara. Certainly getting the rounds in there. Took quite a bit of damage in return, however. So he's looking to get his meds in. But certainly put plenty of damage into the guys from squad number 20 there. So we've got 2 members of 20 knocked. And yeah, these guys are a little bit pincered by team number 22 here, who aren't actually showing on the rotor. Maybe a late addition. Okay, so that means Broker is the only member of his team left alive. I don't think he's going to get the chance to get the res on. No, he isn't. He's taken out by 22. Oh, well done from those guys. Okay, let's quickly jump slightly to the north. And looks like that was actually over. So we'll jump back. And another very, very hard shift to the north in zone here. We've got a very difficult situation for the guys Marine. They were certainly putting the damage in earlier. However, 3 of the team have now been knocked. One is down. So Target is in fact the only member of this team up and running. And again, we've got the guys from Bad Boys not too far away. And looks like B2 Knight is potentially looking to flank around and push this. Here we go. So Target there with a good up close weapon. He's with the M762 at the moment. Here he goes. Manages to get a few rounds into B2 Knight there. I have to say the guys from Bad Boys need to hit this from multiple angles and just clear this one up. They don't want to be spending too long here. And they've allowed by coming in one at a time, they've allowed one of their team to get taken out and thirsted. Crazy does do the business in the end, but you have to say they potentially didn't really need to lose that member of their squad there. Okay, phase number 4 of the game. We've got 25 seconds till blue starts to move. Down to 28 players, 10 teams still alive. Here with IQ. Putting some rounds into 22 as they do a fast rotation in vehicles. Let's check out Fireboy here. He knows he's got players pretty close to him. He's 2 members down. That's a beautiful nade going in. So one of the guys from 22 now knocked. So, yeah, and that's the last member of 22 taken out by Crazy there. Great shooting. So we're down to 25 players, 9 teams still contesting. IQ taking some rounds there. So these guys got edge of zone. And looks like we're potentially going to get into a situation up in the north. Let's check out the guys from BR. They've got 14, some of whom are coming in on a late rotation. Phase 5 of the game, so it's painful enough at this point that it does make a difference. Managing to get some rounds into squad number 14 there. Got a couple coming back his way, and he has in fact been knocked. The teammate should be looking to get up to him. That's a very hard shift now down to the south for this circle. So that works out for the 4 squads down south. But these 2 guys fighting on the edge of the blue, you're going to have to decide whether they want to keep engaging in this fight or break off and go for the rotation. And it doesn't look like somebody got the memo. These guys seem to want to keep fighting with each other. Potentially the so certainly looking to make sure that these guys aren't pushing behind them, but you'd have to say that what we've got 20 seconds, phase 5 of the game, so this is going to start to move soon. These guys really should be thinking about their location. We haven't got a lot of compounds available in this zone. Okay, let's take out Anubis from 24. So we got squad number 8. Not too far away. Looks like the guys from 12 there. Beautiful tap fire with the Mini 14 there by Crazy. 9 kills for this team now. Crazy certainly responsible for a few of those, so having a good game so far. And everybody's going to start coming into this zone now. And the ones who are coming in late are going to find that the position at the edge is... They're going to have to fight for every inch of ground, I feel, here. So that's Crazy, potentially looking to crash this building. They've got themselves a little bit of foothold inside of circle here. 23 rotating in, but Crazy getting hit with a burst of fire there. But he manages to just about get the knock and gets the thirst on. So the 2 remaining guys from BB have managed to get themselves upstairs inside of a zone. Got the time to get some meds in. Great gunfight from those guys. Nice parking on the roof there. Okay, here we are with the guys from back, BACC. They're potentially getting a situation here. They're holding their ground just inside of circle here. They've got 2 teams looking to potentially push in on them. So we're down to 13 players left alive. Still 5 teams. We are phase 6 of the game. As one of the guys from 21 looking to rotate in quickly with a vehicle. Takes a huge amount of damage doing it though. So we're down to 4 teams now. So we've got the Fireboy just off to our right. Team number 4 number 14 off to the left side of circle. I have to say 23 just outside at this moment in time. We've got 40 seconds till the next zone shift. Squad number 8 from IQ. They're still slightly outside of zone at this point, so these guys are going to have to move. Hey, and the guys from bank account here, they are getting into it with insanity here. They've managed to establish some knocks. So if they manage to clear this area of the circle, that's going to give these guys a little bit of breathing space going forward into the next phase of play. But Revan taking a few rounds there, but established himself well in zone here. We're down to 4 teams left alive. 9 players still contesting. Circle for phase 7 is now moving in. And there is virtually no cover out here, so expect these guys to try and rotate in as quickly as they can. Now they know they've got a player just behind them out in the blue there. He can't survive long phase 8 of the game. However, guys from 14 here have now got a team member knocked. We're down to 7 players left alive. 3 teams left contesting. Check out Fireboy here. He's doing his very best to remain quiet. However, dude's fairly certain he's got somebody over there, so out goes the nade. Doesn't manage to do any damage. So plenty of rounds going in, just shooting straight through the grass here, and that is a couple of knocks established on the guys from 23 here. So even though they had the numbers potentially, they're going to get pushed on here. The guys from IQ coming forward and starting to clear. And they've done so, so it's now 3 players left alive. It's a 2-on-1. It's the guys from squad number 8 against Fireboy. 24. And it's only 2 players left alive, so this is a 1-on-1. And I think Fireboy took that. He did indeed. So fantastic play right at the end there. Very exciting final circle. Lots of action, lots of grenades going out, hardly any cover. Always makes for a crazy part of the game in the final stages. Okay, in first place, we have the guys from Big. 5 kills for those guys, all for Fireboy. In second place, we have the team from IQ. 5 kills for these guys as well. And in third place, we have Bank Account. That is 10 kills for those guys. Okay, let's have a look at who's going to be our individual top fragger. I think it's probably going to be Crazy. He kept lighting up the kill feed. Yeah, BB Crazy. He managed to pick up 8 during that game. Let's just check out places 8 through 11. And doesn't look like we're going to get anybody that's going to challenge Crazy there. 4 for Manish. Four for Why So Easy. But no, so Big are worthy winners. Crazy picking up top fragger with 8 kills. Well done all. Okay, boys and girls, I'm going to take a very, very short break, but we'll be back very shortly. I hope you continue to watch the stream, and we'll be back very, very quickly for game number 2. Bye for now. Okay, hi there boys and girls, and welcome back to the channel. Okay, pretty exciting stuff in game number 1. So we're going to follow our winners of game number 1 down on the drop for game 2. We're here on Miramar. We have 75 players in the lobby. Fortunately, we're still suffering some technical issues on Discord at the moment, so very sorry to say we don't have co-commentary going on. Bit disappointing. I know how much Jamie does enjoy looking forward to co-commentating these events, so hopefully we'll get that sorted for next time. We'll try again in the interval, see if we can actually get it running. I know Discord had some problems today. Okay, let's have a look at our flight line, and actually quite similar to the last game, isn't it? South to north. So for those fancying Picado Hacienda, certainly in range. Prison Island, also in range. Drop along the road north of Torre Ahumada, and maybe over to Campo Militar for those who do that. And our winners of game number 1 are out the plane. Let's have a quick look at the general disposition coming out of the flight line. Oh, it looks like these guys are heading off to the east, overflying Los Leones. We'll be coming down Los Leones, I would imagine. Yep, chutes are open. They've got teams next to them, though. And looks like we've got team number 6 decided to drop to the south and hit the Prison Island. So we've got team number 24, winners of our last game. Team number 22, not too far away. Already got some rounds getting exchanged. Let's check out the guys from team number 23. They're getting into it with squad number 11. That's Vengeance. And guys from Bank Account. So they're split in different buildings either side of the road here. And team number 11 starting to come together here. Nobody particularly looking to push at this moment in time. It does look like we might have some action over here, though. Let's check that out quickly. We're here with Sayonara. And we got the Marine, not too far away. Looks like target has already taken a little bit of damage. And we've also got squad number 19 from Clay, not too far away from this one. So 3 teams, all within range of each other. And looks like Bang there already had his 3 teammates taken out, so he's probably going to be looking to maintain a low profile. Marine here. So guys smoking out their position. That's our situation. We've got Bang from Sayonara, the last remaining member of his squad. He's isolated just there off to his right. Like FaZe potentially looking to make sure that they can get out of this one if they need to. The guys from Marine quite happy to maintain their position. Nobody particularly looking to push this aggressively at this point. We're down to 70 players, so pretty quiet on the drop. We've still got these guys down at the south, probably staring at each other across the same road that we looked at them earlier. So, yeah, fairly quiet start of the game. You never know, we might start to get into it in a little bit. Okay, we're here from the guys of Bad Boys, and they're coming under pressure from squad number 22, and that's a wipe on Bad Boys, so well done to the guys from 22. They've got a couple of members, got one of their members down, a couple of guys on pretty low health. Nobody else too close to them. We've got Big not too far away, but they should be able to get medded up, get ready for their next fight. So that's Bad Boys taken out pretty quickly in that game. They were certainly lighting up the Crazy was certainly lighting up the kill feed in game number 1 from Bad Boys. So let's get back to Picardo. Looks like these guys might be starting to shoot at each other. Bang still on his own. Has a quick look at target there though. And here we go. Rounds going out. He's getting third party from the other side though, so very difficult situation for him there. Literally had 2 squads either side of him. Let's see if that little bit of action inspires these guys to push into each other. That certainly does appear to be the case. Let's check out the 2 guys from Clay here. They've already lost 2 of their members and they're getting pushed on. What a beautiful nade. Absolutely fantastic nade there. FaZe, the only member of his team, still up and running. Does manage to put some rounds through the door there and put some damage in. However, gets flanked and the guys from 17 clearing that up. Marine Heroes doing a great job there. A little bit slow at the start, but cleared that up to be the eventual overall winners down in Picardo. Great action there. Well done, guys. Okay, there's our situation. It looks like we potentially got a southern over to the west zone, although Southern Ireland's still potentially in play, so if it shifts down we still might have some coast rotations possible in the later stages of the game. We'll have to see how that one goes. Down to 58 players now, 16 teams still alive. Let's quickly have a look down here to the south. We were checking this one out earlier, but these guys didn't seem to want to push each other too aggressively. That's changed somewhat. So the guys from Vengeance here, they've had a couple of their team members killed. Mikhail and is that Poco? Seem to be the only 2 still up and running at this point. Let's check out Poco. He's potentially got some of these guys a little closer. Okay, so it looks like the guys from bank account. They're starting to push in now. Yeah, that's Poco taken out. Nicola's also been taken out. So again, slow start, but the guys from team number 23 bank account taking the squad white where they're 4 kills for those guys. Well played. Okay, blue is now starting to come in, so we should have our next zone shift fairly soon. Still got squad number 18, BR, who did well in our first game, well out to the north. Fireboy and Co from Big, winners of game number 1. They're rotating in. Looks like they're looking to stick to the coast. And, yep, so the coast and northern coast of Prison Island still in play in our next phase of the game. So these teams up in the north got to start thinking about their rotations now. And okay, we are here with squad number 14, that's Insanity. One of their team members has been knocked, but Triflife looking to get the res on. However, he's now going to get pushed by one of the players from squad number 22, and he is also now in turn been knocked. So Killer and Given, the only 2 members of this team thus far who are able to potentially respond to this. Killer doing his best to get to his teammate. Now he can see that he's got players over the top there, and he has been taken out. He did manage to get a knock on one, however 2-on-1 push probably only going to end one way, so that's Given. Now he's taking some rounds from behind. Looks like he's somebody's got a good, or at least had a line of sight on him with a sniper there. So it's very unlikely that he's going to be able to get to his teammate. And squad number 13 looking to hard push into this one and clear up the guys involved in this fight. So, yep, Given determined not to go out without a fight, but Avengers here, they ain't too far away. Getting the nades out. Well, they're going to smoke out his position, you have to say. He's pretty much doing everything but throw the kitchen sink at this one. He's doing everything he can. But look at that beautiful nade from Nambi there. That takes him out. And the guy from Avengers now, that's 3 kills for these guys. You have to say, putting up a great fight there, but was ultimately probably going to prove to be too much. So had a couple of good nades so far in this game. Okay, let's check out on the other members of this team. Looks like they're potentially getting into it with squad number 22. 22 involved in our earlier fight, but they did lose members. So again, can we see 13 here clear up another couple of kills? And doing some great work here, Dick. Putting in the damage. If they're going to try and take him, then yeah, he's going to make them pay for it. Here we go. He's got a look. No, that one ultimately proves just a little bit too much for some great initial work there. So Jean SX, the only member of his team up alive, and not for long. That's Nambi doing the business again. So that is 5 kills for this team now. Okay, let's have a look at our situation on the map. We're down to 39 players left alive. 10 teams still contesting the game. We're coming towards the end of phase number 2. So it'd be very interesting to see where the our next rotation is, if it takes out the southern coast completely, or if we're going to shift down there. Well, that's there's your answer. So quite an aggressive shift off to the west there. So these guys actually from Avengers, they found themselves in zone 7-18 up to the north. Have some rotating to do, as do 23-24 and 6, the guys who dropped Prison Island pretty early on the flight line. So yes, as I said, 39 alive, 10 teams still contesting. Let's check out the guys from squad number 21 here. Looks like they shouldn't be too far away from Marine Heroes. And Astroville got a quick look there from the rooftop. These guys looking to rotate. Do you fancy having a look at the crate here, what we're going to be getting? So he picked up an AWM. Good weapon anywhere, but always vital on Miramar, so he'll be happy with that. A quick dash back to his teammates. Straight over the wall with the motorbike there. Unconventional parking, but I think speed was probably the more important thing. And here we go. Yep, so the guys from GC putting the rounds into squad number 23 from bank account. So here with nobody from Big, potentially just looking to change his angles here. These guys certainly aware they've got we've got the guys from bank account not too far away. We're down to 37 players left alive, 10 teams still contesting at this moment in time. So let's check up on this action to the north. So we're here with Flanker from GC. And taking some rounds though, and looks like team number 18, that's BR. They're needing to move in. They're slightly out in the blue, and it's only phase 4 of the game, but it hurts enough. You don't want to be low in health getting into a gunfight, not at this level. So they're potentially looking to rotate slightly northwards, and looks like they're also placing some third-party action from squad number 7, Born for Victory, B4V. So that might help the guys from 18 actually make their rotation. And that's Flanker. So, yep, not only did BR rotate, but they managed to use that little bit of lull they had there to get an angle on Flanker and get the knock on. And, yeah, his team's been taken out. That's 21 taken out. Some great work from the guys from BR there. Squad number 9 looking to put the hurt on Manish and the guys from B4V. Squad number 7. These guys are all outside of circle though, so they are going to have to start thinking about their rotations. Let's check out Marine. Looks like they may well be getting into it with squad number 13, Avengers. Nambi has certainly already managed to whack up a few kills already this game. Did a great rotation earlier, which managed to allow the guys from Avengers to sort of third party to teams that had already been fighting at each other, making sure that they took the kills and were ultimately the only squad that walked away from that engagement. So great play from these guys. So the nades coming out thick and fast. Phase number 4, the blue is now starting to move, so it is going to be pushing. So, squad number 13 looking to get in, and a few people have been caught out in it. And Ken taking some rounds. Just looking to slightly relocate vehicles, get out of zone, and see if they can gatekeep these squads being forced to rotate late. But 17 still well out in it. BR still out in it. And phase 5 of the game, it just hurts a bit too much at this point to consider fighting out there for very, very long. And it's going to be very, very difficult. So for some of these guys to make their way out, that's certainly thinned the field out somewhat. The guys from GC have managed to make it in. Then they're still putting the hurt on the guys from 18. They've really been finding it very, very difficult to get their rotation in. Just Rico just inside of the circle here, but he knows he's got plenty of players around him. And the guys from squad number 9 looking now to rotate in. Just Rico really going to be fighting the blue. And he's got a little way to go. So he's certainly going to be using some meds. Okay. Let's check out the guys from bank account, and that's B4V coming under some sustained fire. Bank account still slightly edge of zone here, so they do need to move forward. They're pushing towards the guys from Team 24 Big, who are winners in game number 1. We're down to 12 players left alive. 5 teams still contesting at this point. Phase 5 of the game, and the blue is going to start pushing in 1 minute. So it's squad number 9, GC. Still slightly out of circle here. So 24 potentially. They've got a situation edge of circle, but they are stuck between the squads of squad number 23 and GC to the north, squad number 9. So 24 may well quite quickly find themselves coming under sustained fire from a couple of directions here. So GC doing their best to come in, but they have got 2 team members knocked here. So it looks like Cold is pretty much the only one on his feet, doing his best to smoke out. Is he going to get the opportunity to get his teammate up? But I don't think so. That blue's going to push on him and hurt too much. And he's coming under some rounds as he goes in, and I don't think he's going to make it out here. He manages to hit the edge of circle just about. However, the guys from Big not having it their own way. Nobody, the only member of his team up at this moment in time. He's trying to get the res on a Fireboy, but taken out by GC Cold there from squad number 9. So we're down to 6 players left alive from 3 teams. Squad number 6, SD. I've still got the guys from squad number 23, bank account out there. And 1 player left from GC. And he's still got a lot of open ground to potentially get across. Circle is now, the zone's going to be pushing on him in just over 10 seconds. And the guys from bank account starting to come under some pressure here. So we're here with Viserys. And oof, that another beautiful nade. We've had a few of those in this game. That's going to hurt. So, Hamey here doing his best to get res on his teammate, but he manages to put some rounds in the cold there. That takes cold out, so that puts us down to 2 teams left alive, and doing his very best, and that did not sound good. There we go. Well, we had some beautiful nades in that game, pretty much all the way through. And you have to say those last 2 there were pretty effective. Had pretty good nades all the way through that game, didn't we? Yeah, those last 2 ultimately just proved far too devastating for the guys from bank account there. So our winners of game number 2. That's SD Mercy. Well done indeed to them. They pick up 7 kills. In second place, bank account, they pick up 7 kills also. And in third place, we have the guys from GC. Yeah, of course it is. GC. And they pick up, what's that, 9, 10, 13 kills. So of the top 3 there, that looks like... yeah, not going to try and pronounce that, but one of the GC players picked up 5 kills there. Let's have a quick look at positions 4 through 7. Nothing that beats 5. Just go through 8 through 11. There's another player there from IQ, B3BE, however you pronounce that, and 5 kills also. So that's 2 players with 5 kills. Let's check out 12 through 15. Couple of players with 3 kills there, but nothing that matches 5. And 16 through 19, nothing there. Just a few guys picking up 1 or 2. So it looks like 2 players jointly sharing top fragger for our second game in Miramar. Well done to the guys from SD Mercy for an excellent win and some excellent nades there, final circle, to take the win in our second game on Miramar. Be back very, very shortly for game number 3. So if you've been watching watching the live stream, thank you very much for your contribution. And we'll see you very, very shortly for game number 3, which I believe is on Sarnock. So I will see you soon. Bye for now. Okay, hi there boys and girls, and welcome back to the channel. So game number 3, Sarnock. And I must admit, I know it's not always a popular map, but Sarnock, one of my favourites. Mostly playing solo, to be fair. Can sometimes be a bit of a pain on a squad game, but as a solo, it was one of my favourites to play. Mostly because I'm a sneaky grub, so it worked well for my game style. So we've had a couple of good cracking games in games 1 and 2. Some fantastic nades there to finish off game number 2 in Miramar. Actually, fantastic nades all the way throughout Miramar. We managed to catch quite a bit of that. So let's hopefully have more of the same game number 3. So let's have a look at our flight line. Okay, so we are going from the north of the island pretty much down to the southwest. So the northwest, well, pretty much everything's in range on Sarnock, isn't it? But drops to Boot Camp and Paradise, certainly in range. Coastal areas, southeast, around Tambang and Nakam, certainly in range. So a lot of early exits by the look of it. A lot of early exits from the plane. Anybody brave enough to jump Boot Camp? Looks like potentially the guys from GK have, but they may well have it to themselves, which is yeah. And looks like squad number 17, Marine, have dropped into Paradise. Now here I'm just let's have a quick look here. So looks like we have Insanity, not too far away from the guys from SD Mercy. And nobody's right. These guys may well just get into it as soon as they hit the deck. SD Mercy dropping a little bit early, just short of Camp Charlie. And so, yep, rounds going out. And that's Killer doing some work with the DBS there. Let's check this fellow out. Also managed to pick himself up an AK. Level 1 vest, no helmet yet. Nice. So swapped out his DBS for an M4. He's going to be happy with that. So that's 2 of the guys from Insanity already down. One of the guys from SD already down though, so yeah, this is just going to be one of those fights where only one team's going to be walking out. It's just going to be interesting to see how many members of that team walk out. We've also got some very early action pretty much all over the map at this point, so we'll have a quick look at the map, see if we can potentially get to a more interesting fight. Not that this hasn't been interesting, but okay, we're going to jump up to Paradise, I think. So we're here with squad number 10. Avengers jumped Paradise. 10 jumped just outside. Looks like they're potentially looking to push in. Avengers have already lost. Why so easy? Here we go. And that is Sun FU. Whatever you call yourself, mate. He has, in fact, been knocked. Teammate taking some high ground here. And that's another member of squad number 10 knocked. However, Highmount putting some rounds in there, manages to establish a knock. It looks like these guys are not going to be content until they've managed to wipe each other out. Okay, so he's potentially looking to get the res on his teammate here. It looks like he might potentially get pushed here, though. Yeah, he's going to get poked from the side here. And oof, yeah, they took a chunk out of each other there. So that's one of the guys thirsted, but he avenges him very, very quickly. So well played from Highmount there. His teammate has become isolated, though, and it looks like Nambi and Ken MVP have managed to establish the knock there. Highmount going to try and push into this one. Probably not a good idea. Of course, we want him to, because we just love seeing plenty of action around boot camp right now. He's got to look at an MVP here, and this could be a bit of an ambush cut out and strafe. This could hurt if he times it right. And yeah, I think he gave away his position by moving there. Potentially he had the strafe on to knock one of these guys. Now he's potentially going to get flanked here. He's managed to establish a knock on one, though. He was getting flanked, but he's come back out, and oh, unlucky. Nambi doing the business there, and he's going to get his teammate up. He had the right idea there, nearly pulled it off. Well played indeed, young man. Well played indeed. But Avengers are the guys who are going to be the ones walking away from boot camp. It's cost them, though, 2 players down. We certainly had plenty of action in the early stages of this game. We're down to 44 players, 14 teams still left alive. Let's have a look to the area just south east of boot camp. I mean, that's a wonderful thing you have. Let's have a look at the north, actually. Sometimes on this map. So here is Sayonara. Bang. His 2 teammates are down. He's very, very low in health. And he's going to get pushed from multiple angles here. Here we go. And yeah, pretty ruthlessly taken out there. So great work from the guys from team number 11, the Vengeance. Okay, let's have a look at our map. And there is our next zone. And yeah, this is one of those typical Sarnock zones. All 3 coastlines available, and if that continues, you can get some. Even though this is a small map, it can be absolutely brutal map sometimes to rotate on. Of course, most of the time you are doing it in foot, and you're quite often going to be doing it in sight of other players. So we may well have plenty of close in action and some very hard and fast rotations in our future. Certainly hope so. It's not great from a player's point of view, but from a streamer's point of view, it's always good to have difficult rotations. Generally means lots of action on the edge of zone. So pretty brutal on the first 2 phases of play. Knocked out over 30 players from the lobby. And here is squad number 22. 2 members are down. And, oof, oh, great. And right, if you can still hear me, had a bit of a game freeze here. We're going to try and resolve this for you as quickly as we can. God, I hate this thing sometimes. It drives crazy. all kinds of technical problems today. Discord went down. Now this is glitching. Bear with me. No, we've still got internet, so come on. So the camera's still working. We are literally just talking about game connectivity at this point. Come on. Right, sorry about that, boys and girls. Absolutely crazy. I hate this damn game sometimes. Okay, it looks like we're back. Nothing but technical glitches this evening. Discord didn't work. Game crashes for 5 minutes. Damn game. Drives us all crazy on occasion. Okay. Let's have a look at our general disposition. Right, let's jump into it straight away with the guys from Big. Still phase 2 of the game, but it's been a fairly brutal passage of play. 16 seconds. No, that can't be right. That absolutely can't be right. The game's still not reset itself properly. Hopefully, you're managing to see some action here. Okay, we're down to 22 teams. 22 players, my apologies. 7 teams still left alive. Okay, so here we are with squad number 16. This is GK. And that's Kevin taking some rounds from Namby there. Been lighting up the kill feed this evening, that young man. So this is going to be a very, very prime piece of real estate here. They've got to get into the zone and potentially... Yep. Now it does look like we're going to have a choice of 2 coasts, so it's going to rule one of them out with our next phase rotation. So we're down to 20 players, 7 teams left alive. Okay, the game clock has now reset. So phase 4 of the game, 45 seconds till our next zone shift. And that's going to be a very aggressive go shift. And there's a lot of guys here out on the western side of this circle who are going to have to move very, very fast and break cover to do so. And that's our fellas from GK managing to get a knock on and thirst of one of the guys from B4V there. However, Blue is going to start the push, and we've got to see a lot of people break cover for this narrow, very narrow area of the map. And you have to say, Our friend from B4V here is probably about to be in a world of hurt. However, Nambi again, third party the hell out of that one and picking up a kill again. He certainly lights it up, that lad, doesn't he? Okay, we're down to 15 players left alive. 6 teams still contesting. So the coastline pretty much has been taken out apart from around the eastern side of the island. Nambi did manage to take some kills there. In fact, this squad managed to rack up 11. But phase 4 of the game, he's really going to have to thump in some meds, and he's got a long way to go. We'll see if we can catch him a little bit later. Here we are with the guys from Vengeance. Not too far away from the last surviving members of squad number 4, B4V. And, yep, out comes the nade. One went off just next to him. He's putting a couple out there. See if you can bracket these guys. Force them out. And he is in turn taken out by a beautiful nade. So the exchange of the nades there. Knuckle came off second best, and he has in fact been thirsted up. So the guys from B4V there doing the business. Not over for them just yet. Phase 4 of the game. They are edge of zone. It's starting to push in on them. They're still whacking these nades out and putting in the damage though. So like how Fears is doing now. Fears has got a slightly better and safer location than his teammate. And again, some beautiful nades there. That looked like that took the guys from 7 out of the equation. Okay, so this is our general disposition. We have 10 players left alive. 5 teams. Nambi managing to just get himself inside the blue now. So potentially going to be running straight into the back of Big here. They know he's out there. Nobody knows he's out there. And here he comes in. Should be on his feet. M762. Yep, and that's Nambi taken out. So he put plenty of kills in earlier, but has in fact been taken out due to late rotation there. But certainly put the damage in. So we're down to 4 teams, 8 players. You have to say GW and BR looking good for it at this moment in time. There is our circle situation. Okay, so we have the guys from 918 and a couple of solos up to the north. Solos in this game can be absolutely lethal in the later stages of the game, as we know. Have a horrible habit of causing damage just when you think you're safe. So we're here with GW. So still 8 players left alive. 4 teams still contesting. One of the guys from 9 still out on the edge there. And 9 holding this compound. Got the guys solos up in the north engaging each other, and nobody takes kill there, but has exposed his location. And coming under fire, the guys from squad number 9 coming together in this small compound. The guys from BR have the high ground just above. And we've still got the nobody running around there as a solo. Well outside of zone though, and they've certainly got his location ping, so it's going to be very, very difficult for him to find his way in here. Now, are the guys from... Now, let's have a look at our friends from squad number 18. How are they overlooking this one? So they're just slightly outside of goal. They've got themselves a little bit of cover. And looks like they managed to get a quick look at one of the guys from GW there. One of the guys from BR looking to push in towards the wall, get themselves some cover. Zone is about to push in about 10 seconds. Just Rico managing to put a beautiful knock on there. One of his teammates has gone down, however, and Pusher is also now knocked. So Just Rico is the only member of this team up alive. 6 players left alive. Only 2 teams. So Just Rico, the only member of his team up and running. He's got to get himself into circle. Can he get to one of his teammates? No, they've all been taken out, so he's got an uphill struggle here. Gets into it. Beautiful work there from Rico. Manages to put the knock on one. Right, now he's having a look at trying to get some nades out here. Out goes the nade towards the tree there. That makes Cold move. That was a nade not too far away. So these guys... And Rico doing the business there. He establishes another knock, but he can't quite hold it off, you have to say. He was putting up an incredible fight there, that young man. But unfortunately, in Just Rico couldn't quite pull that off. So the guys from GC take the win. Fantastic work from them. And the guys from Big taking 3rd place. So good night for all of these teams, actually. They're contesting... pretty much every game. So scores on the doors. In 1st place we have guys from GC. With let's look, 6, 8, 10 kills for those guys. 2nd place we have BR, that's 4 kills, and in 3rd place we have the guys from Big, and they rack up 5. Okay, there's a few players in the top 3 racking up 3 kills. Let's have a look if we have anybody who manages to beat that. We have Ken MVP with 4. Nambi again taking plenty of kills. Unfortunately had forced into a late rotation that picked him off towards the end of the game there. But that makes him so far our kill leader with 5. Let's check out places 8 through 11. And no, don't see anything more than 5 there. 12 through 15. And no, we did follow Homo earlier. We managed to establish 2 kills, but then taken out. And nope, so it looks like Nambi with 5 kills is our individual kill leader for game number 3. Apologies for the some of the technical issues we've been having this evening, boys and girls. Certainly can't be helped, but always incredibly annoying when it happens. I do hope you stay with the stream. Got one more game left to play. Which I'm assuming will be Vikendi. So hopefully see you very shortly for game number 4. Bye for now. Okay, hi there, boys and girls, and welcome back to the stream. A few technical problems in Sarnock, but still very exciting conclusion to game number 3. I have to say, Rico there at the end put up one hell of a fight, didn't quite manage to pull it off. Kind of rooting for him towards the end. I thought you always like to see a hard fight like that. But yeah, great work from the guys from GC though, you have to say. Okay, game number 4, Vikendi. Let's hope for more of the same. Lots of gratuitous violence, mindless enthusiasm, and generally good gameplay. It's what we've had games 1 through 3, so let's see if we can continue with that. Right then, let's have a look at our flight line, south to north. So let's have a look. So Castle certainly in range, Villa in range, Mount Kreshnik in range, Canterhall Springs in range, also Cosmodrome towards the end of the flight line. So certainly the potential to have some early contact. Slot number 22, right, it's okay. So certainly potential to have some early contact. And what's going to be interesting, of course, is first zone on Vikendi. Are we going to get a brutal Vikendi zone that takes out half the map, or is it going to be a little bit kinder to us? We'll have to wait and see. Won't have to wait too long, of course. Let's have a quick look at the guys from Insanity. Looks like they've got the chaps from B4V not too far away. Breaking off. Looks like Killer's circling back to hit the small compound. Yeah, these guys breaking away from each other, want to get looted up a little bit. And whoa, yeah, we said we might have a brutal first zone on Vikendi, and you don't get much more brutal than that. Half of that's in the water, and all of these guys that jumped early. Look at the rotations they're going to be facing. And, yeah, this is going to sort the men from the boys, isn't it? Just what, well, from a streamer's point of view, just what you want to see. I should imagine a few of the teams aren't quite so happy. Okay, so we got some early gunfire around the Podvosto area. That's GK. GC, sorry. So we got teams 21, team 16. So we got GK, Game King. And 21, GC again. And looks like Black, yeah, he did look like he got himself a little bit isolated over there. So he's been taken out thirsted. So that's the team from GK already down a player. That is a very fetching outfit. Probably need a coat on though. You'll catch your death in that sort of gear on this kind of map. All right, English humour there. Okay, no doubt these guys are probably going to start thumping into each other a little more. Just want to make sure that we're not missing some fantastic action elsewhere. We've got the guys from Marine well to the south, and yeah, we'll quickly jump down there because these guys have got to know by now that they need to clear any fight quickly. They've got some rotating to do. So one of the guys from Vengeance has been taken out already. They've established a knock on one of the guys from Marine. Fears here. Not a lot in the way of gear. Level 1 vest. No helmet. But got an overlook on the roof here. Looking to get the nade out. No, that doesn't manage to put any damage in. But out comes the molly to follow it. And so they're down to a duo now, and it looks like Astroville looking to flank slightly, but Fears, wise to it, has already spotted it. Don't quite know how, but managed to spot that. interesting period of play. Okay, so Fear's just having managed to get a quick glimpse of Astroville there, putting some rounds in, managed to get some damage, but yeah, that's revealed the location, and it looks like the guys from Marine may well be looking to push this aggressively. Molly's coming in. So decided to go for the charge straight down the stairs. Manages to establish the knock. Changing out to the Uzi. But Fear's ultimately taken out, and that is the team from the Vengeance. Wiped 4 kills for the guy from Marine. They did lose one of their members doing it though. But 4 early kills. Okay, so a lot of the guys now getting some nice early rotations in. They're going to establish themselves up to the north. The guys from Marine here, they've got a little bit of time to loot, but then they do have to think about their rotations. GC out on the northeastern coast, my apologies. And the guys from 8 having a bit of split. Looks like one of them's off for a quick recce. Let's check that out. And zone coming in. These guys should be getting pretty close to bank account. Not too far away at all, but looks like they're going to be driving safely past that one. So looking to establish a presence in the compound here. And we've got the guys from Team 22. That's Rise. Well down to the south around the Volnova Hot Springs area. And okay, these guys managed to establishing a little bit of space around each other for the time being. So some initial early contacts. Cleared out a few of the lobby. 20 odd players down. So we're down to 48 players, 13 teams still contesting. Rotations, defending compounds, very, very important on a map like Vikendi. Most people happy to consolidate at this moment in time, I feel. So we're here with Killer. We've got some rotations coming in. That's drawing a little bit of fire. And B4V, they've been part of plenty of action in games 1 through 3 so far. They're happy to keep this potentially a medium range engagement, but Manish has been knocked, and the rest of his team have potentially rotated away from this one. Unless they're looking to come round flank. But yeah, it does look like Manish actually is not going to be looking at too much of an opportunity to get out of this one. Well, that's Manish going to be down. So a lot of guys now starting to establish themselves. Some going for consolidating positions centre zone. We're here with Rise. They've got the guys from Marine not too far away. Guys from Marine managing to put the hurt in. Guys from Rise still doing the business though, and that is a Vera down. But they've managed to get the clear. 9 kills for these guys now, and Pro only just remaining the last man standing there, but should be able to get 2 of his teammates up. So great work from those guys. 7 kills now for a Marine Pro. Well played indeed. They're not out of the woods yet, though. Got the fellas from squad number 14 is Sanity, not too far away. And they've spread themselves out a little bit, right on the edge of zone. We got BR not too far away also. So we're down to 40 players, 11 teams still left alive at this point. Let's check out our friends from Bank Account. And don't you dare, don't you dare. Oh, you. And, okay. I'm just hoping that was a graphic glitch because that looked hilarious. Car falling off the cliff there. Check out the guys from OQ going in for a rotation. Okay, we are here with Avera from Marine. Marine certainly coming under some pressure here. Guys from squad number 14. His 3 teammates have been taken out already. He's on fire, but manages to put the hurt on one, but ultimately he is taken out. But that was a pretty good fight there from Avera. But the guys from squad number 14 should be able to get themselves medded up pretty easily and contest the rest of the game. Excuse me for just a minute if you're kind of wondering what I'm doing. I've actually got a bit of toothache at the moment, so I'm about to take a paracetamol if you don't mind. Wonderful thing at the moment. Nobody's got any dentists open, so yeah. Deep joy. Okay, we are down to 28 players left alive. 8 teams still contesting, and it looks like they're mostly going to be converging around this southwestern corner of zone. Nobody looking for... surprised we don't have more teams potentially trying to hold locations at the north on the coastline around port. That may well change, of course. The guys from Insanity shouldn't have any too much difficulty coming in. The guys from 24 are winners of game number 1, look to be consolidating the position centre zone. And as you can see, squad number 9 from GC potentially looking now to establish a presence pretty close to coast. Let's have a look at the guys from squad number 6. That's SD Mercy. They've got people around them, but they've got themselves a relatively safe location for the time being. We're in phase 3 of the game. No, we're not. That was, I think, due down to the freeze we had earlier. So let's have a quick look, see how brutal our next zone shift is going to be. Okay, so most people shouldn't have too much difficulty rotating, but we are still potentially going to have the northern coast be a factor of the game going forward. So we've got a drop that's come down. We'll have to see if anybody fancies going for that. Mark 14, my favourite DMR, that one of my favourite guns in the game, actually, the Mark 14. Okay, we've got here with the guys with bank account. They're going for the swim rotation. Or at least our friend Guzik is. Squad number 6 from SD Mercy, holding their ground just inside of circle. Let's check out our friend Viserys. It looks like his teammate trying to establish a flanking position maybe, but Viserys up against it. Slightly out of zone, and he's got at least 3 members of squad number 6 in front of him. We still have 28 players left alive, 8 teams still contesting, phase 4 of the game. And he's looking to rotate to the south, so it's quite a split that he and his teammate are establishing here. So Viserys managing to make his way in. Certainly still aware that he's got the guys from 6 not too far away. Potentially hoping to catch them in open ground. And he's going to be making his way fast into the zone. And there is our next circle shift. Guzik has managed to still continue to make his way around the coast. There's our next circle shift. Quite an aggressive shift there. The guys from 24 big who managed to establish a position centre zone, now looking to rotate further in. That's potentially going to bring them in conflict with squad number 9. Let's check out Fireboy from Big. So these guys establishing themselves in compound. Looks like the guys from GW establishing an overlook on the high ground. And they're certainly starting to put the hurt on the guys from Big. Anubis has already been knocked. Potentially looking to smoke this out, see if he can get to his teammate and get the res on. And potentially the guys from 9 looking to do flank. So looks like should be able to. Maybe not. No, teammates blared out and they're coming under fire now. Goosey still doing his best to swim round. And we're going to get plenty of action. We're in phase 5 of the game, and we've still got teams outside. And these guys are aware they've got people in the water. Looking to pick up the kills, and there we go. Managed to see one just below the surface there. However, they're up against some time pressure themselves. They've got over a minute, but it's still a minute before the blue starts to push in here. Vehicles available. These guys need to start moving. And there is our next circle. So it does now move us away from the coast. Let's go back to our friends from Big. They're still in the middle of this firefight. And looks like these guys happy to maintain themselves inside the building, but they're coming under fire. Let's have a look at the guys from squad number 21. They're certainly aware that they've got plenty of opportunity here, whether or not they want to push down aggressively into this. Just waiting to establish a knock, I feel, and then see if they can push the right house. Okay. Here we go. So there's the knock. Let's see if these guys are prepared to push in now. Yeah, and you have to say the guys from GC here, Team 21, need to push forward, get this compound cleared. Potentially they've got some third-party action coming from their rear in the form of team number 23, so they want this compound cleared. Nobody, the only member of his team, is still up on his feet at the moment. We've got plenty of action happening elsewhere also. Out goes the molly. And there we go, jump shot comes over, but nobody manages to do a beautiful job of getting the knock, but doesn't quite manage to get the thirst on, and is in turn taken out. So we're down to 16 players left alive, 5 teams still contesting. We're here with B4V, been featuring very strongly in games 1 through 3 thus far. Okay, there's our next zone shift. Nobody's in it, so everybody's got to fight and rotate. Looks like Goosey, who was swimming along the coast earlier, just hugging the edge of the blue. Let's check out our friends from Insanity, squad number 14. Oh, come on, click on it, get on him. So these guys outside of zone, they've got the squad from squad number 8 from IQ, not too far away. They're still getting into it here, taking rounds from all over the place, and they've got 3 squads all hammering away at each other, and they're all outside of zone. Phase number 7 of the game, 30 seconds before the blue starts to push. This is going to start thinning people out, yeah, and that's given knocked. His teammate Sengui taking cover behind the vehicle, trying to lay some smokes out, but he's got to know he's going to be coming under pressure here. Trying to do his very best to get the meds in. Let's check out his teammate. And our friend here, not Nan, so that's a good name. He's getting third party from all over the place. He knows he's got 8 to his front. He's getting flanked by 7. Everybody looking to come into the zone. This actually is going to work really well for Gusick. He's completely out of it on the other side. Knocks being established everywhere. Thirst going in. We're down 13 players left alive. 5 teams still contesting. And rounds coming from absolutely everywhere at this moment in time. The guys from 8 having to push forward out of the blue. And Not Nan is certainly making a pay for that. However, he in turn is turned out by Gusick. Better sneaky grub third party work. Okay, we're down to 3 teams. 6 players still left alive. The guys from 14 just coming in from the north. 7 have established themselves a presence. 3 players inside zone on its western side. So we're down to 2 teams, and it's just Gusick now. We'll jump onto him. Rotated north, swimming along the coastline earlier. And he's managed to put the knock on Knight. So it's a 2-on-1, but potentially... And he's... Wow, look at that. He's managed to attack. He's managed to reduce this down to a 1-on-1 now. So Gusick going up against Hailu from B4V. We are phase 8 of the game. 18 seconds till it starts to push, and Gusick knows he has to move forward. He absolutely has to move forward. He's got to break cover to do it, and I think he just got a quick look at Hailu there. Hailu surfing the edge of his own smoke. And what a way to finish that game. What a way to finish the night, in fact. So incredible work there from Gusick. He literally just wiped out 3 guys from the last squad on his own by effectively being even sneakier than I would be on my best day, which is saying something because I'm sneaky. That was absolutely incredible play from Gusick there, and the guys from Bank Account. A fantastic conclusion to what has been an excellent series of games this evening. The guys from B4V there got to feel pretty aggrieved by that one. I imagine they ain't too happy. But again, these guys from B4V have played incredibly well this evening. Okay, scores on the doors. We have in first place, Bank Account, 4 kills, all for Gusick, all towards the end of the game. In second place, B4V, 2 for Knight. In third place, we have Insanity. These guys are doing a little bit better. They pick up 11 kills. So 4 kills for Gusick, 4 kills for Given there. Those are our individual kill leaders at this moment in time. Not Nans. Sorry about the mispronunciation if I'm getting that wrong. They're with 6 kills. In fourth place with GC. Who we got here? Nobody with 7 kills from Big. 7 are individual frag leader for game number 4 at this moment in time. Let's just have a quick check down. 7 for Pro from Marine there. He had a good, very good early game. I think for the guys from Sayonara. Just going down. So Marine Pro with 7 and Nobody with 7 seem to be our individual kill leaders for game number 4. Congratulations to Big, the guys from GC, Bank Account, all our winners of games this evening. It's been an absolute pleasure. My apologies for some of the technical issues that we did suffer. But hopefully we've managed to keep just enough of it together to still provide an entertaining stream for you all. Thank you all very much for watching and participating and making my job so exciting. Thank you very much to the guys from Tip Top for doing, as always, a wonderful job hosting this event. And I shall be looking forward to hopefully commentating and streaming for Tip Top EU Open Scrims certainly within the next few days or so. So hopefully I'll get to see a lot of you doing what you do best, which is basically run around like a bunch of lunatics and shoot at each other. Provides great entertainment for me and great entertainment for anybody who chooses to watch. Anyway, boys and girls, thank you all so much for taking part this evening. I'm Vimes177 Gaming, and as always, good hunting, and bye for now.